25 hidden facts about the Earth. Since we have lived on this wonderful planet for our entire existence, let's have a look at some wacky facts about it. 1. The Earth is not an exact circle. The Earth is not quite spherical, but it is also not flat. Because gravity pulls in and centrifugal force pulls out when it spins, it resembles a squashed sphere more than a sphere at all. It results in a spherical that is squished at its poles and enlarged at the equator, according to Scientific American. 2. Earth was purple once. The hypothesis that early bacteria may have relied on a chemical called retinol instead of chlorophyll to collect the sun's rays at least is the basis of one scientific theory. Retinol, which is present in creatures like halobacteria, absorbs green light and reflects it back red and violet light to produce the hue purple. 3. Different regions of the Earth have different levels of gravity. Some areas of the world have been discovered to possess lower or higher tiers of gravity compared to others due to the uneven distribution of the planet's gravity caused by the globe's irregular form. For instance, it was discovered that the Hudson Bay in Canada has lower gravity as a result of a large ice sheet that, according to one publication, dented the globe 10,000 years ago, physically bending gravity. 4. Lakes may combust. Usually, when we imagine lakes, we picture peace and quiet summers there rather than deadly explosions. However, over time, bursts of hydrothermal vents that ascend to the surface and leave devastation in their wake have occurred in Africa. When the gases beneath Lake Nyos in Cameroon got concentrated in August 1986, they exploded, releasing 1.6 million tons of carbon dioxide and creating a 160-foot-tall cloud. 5. A fungus is the largest living thing. The largest living thing on Earth is actually a honey fungus that covers 2.4 miles in the Great Blue Mountains of Oregon, which isn't as awesome as a giant gorilla or anything. Even though you could only see the individual yellow-brown mushrooms blooming on the surface, they are all truly part of a much larger organism that is present below the surface. And yes, this is like the stuff from your nightmares. 6. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure. This living system, the largest in the world, consists of around 3,000 distinct reefs and 900 islands of corals that are separated by confined channels. It is the sole living creature visible from orbit on Earth, spanning 1,243 miles and occupying an area of 135,136 square miles. 7. The Earth's surface is recycled. The Earth may appear to be stable and eternal, yet as tectonic plates collide every 1.5 billion years or so, the planet undergoes a complete regeneration process. As oceanic and continental crusts collide, pressure is created that feeds the world's volcanoes. This results in a large portion of the Earth's crust being replaced over a very long period of time. 8. The science of Earth's age is not exact. How do we determine the age of the Earth? We essentially hunt for the oldest fragment of Earth we can locate, a tiny fragment of zircon rock that was discovered in Western Australia, and apply radiocarbon dating, as this instructive video demonstrates. Scientists round up the age to 4.54 billion years from the original estimate of 4.374 billion years for that fragment of zircon. 9. The coasts aren't appropriately crowded. The coasts are desirable places to reside for a variety of reasons, from the easy access they provide as ports for centuries to the stunning vistas they present now. However, the National Oceanic as well as Atmospheric Administration estimates that more than half of the population of the United States resides in coastal zones, despite the fact that coastlines make up only 20% of the country's total geographical area, excluding Alaska. 10. Earth becomes very chilly. You may not be surprised to learn that Antarctica is the world's coldest place, but you might be surprised to learn just how cold it can get there. According to NASA and the U.S. Geological Survey data, temperatures on the eastern Antarctic plateau have already been found to drop as low as -133.6 degrees Fahrenheit. 11. California is the world's hottest location. Despite having recorded readings of 136 degrees Fahrenheit in 1922, El Aziza, Libya, was for many years thought to be the world's hottest location. But scientists have now disproved those measurements. As a result of its disqualification, the award was given to Death Valley, California, which in July 1913 registered temperatures of 134 degrees Fahrenheit. 12. The possibility of two moons on Earth. Some researchers think there is still a second moon. That isn't to suggest that there was another big white planet in the sky. Rather, it was more like a minute asteroid that had been drawn into the orbit of the Earth. This was discovered by a group of scientists who ran simulations on a computer and came to the conclusion that there was always at least one small asteroid circling the globe. 13. Canada has the biggest vertical drop. On Canada's Baffin Island, in the southern region of the country's Ayuatuk National Park, you can find a tremendously steep cliff. Its 4,000-foot rock wall, known as Mount Thor, has proven difficult for climbers, and it took 30 attempts until an American four-man team ultimately succeeded in 1985. It took them just 33 days. 14. Gold worth $771 trillion is in the oceans. Not that any of it would be accessible to you, however, 20 million tons of gold are thought to be present in the world's oceans according to scientists. Not on the ocean floor, but rather in the sea, in minuscule 13 parts per billion of a grain per liter particles. 15. Daily cosmic debris fall to Earth amounts to 60 tons. Though the term cosmic dust sounds wonderful, you probably already inhaled a significant amount of it merely while traveling to work. Every day, little particles of dust from asteroids, meteors, and other celestial bodies fall to Earth, increasing the amount of sodium and iron in the atmosphere. Approximately 60 tons of interstellar dust are thought to be falling to Earth each day, according to scientists researching the issue. 16. The planet has a spare tire. The globe has a waistline just like you or I, and it has some extra weight in the middle. The melted ice from Antarctica and also Greenland, which fills the oceans as they are drawn nearer to the equator, adds to this. 17. The rocks can walk. A severe enough storm may give the appearance that rocks are walking. In Death Valley, California, where the weather can sometimes be just right, not overly sunny, with persistent winds and standing water, rocks sometimes weighing thousands of pounds might appear to shift on their own. That has been verified numerous times. 18. A bat is the tiniest mammal in the world. The Kitti's hog-nosed bat, a kind of lovely 1-inch species, is the smallest mammal in the world. Whereas the tiniest living thing seems to be some single-celled amoeba that is too uninteresting to talk about. It lives in limestone caves or evergreen forests and can be found in southwest Thailand and southeastern Burma. 19. Fresh water is running out. Okay, so it's not quite Mad Max, but as a result of climate change, glaciers are retreating and taking supplies of fresh water with them. Consider the Canadian Arctic, that contributes 10% of the world's ice sheets, yet lost a significant amount of volume, about equivalent to 75% of Lake Erie, between 2004 and 2009. 20. Chile was hit by the world's largest earthquake. On May 22, 1960, Chile was the site of the worst earthquake ever to shake the planet. According to the Chilean authorities, the 9.5 magnitude earthquake at Valdivia resulted in the deaths of up to 6,000 people and the eviction of 2 million people. 21. Not Mount Everest is the world's highest mountain. It is not the tallest mountain in the world, despite being the highest at 29,029 feet above sea level. The Mauna Kea volcano in Hawaii, which rises 33,476 feet from the ground to its summit, is the recipient of this title. Due to the extremely dry weather, it's a fantastic location to see the night sky, and both skiers and amateur astronomers frequent the area. 22. The Grand Canyon isn't the world's deepest canyon. Although it is a magnificent sight, neither the steepest nor the largest canyon in the world can be found in this natural wonder. That honor belongs to Tibet's Yarlangsangpo, which is approximately 30 miles longer and has a greater vertical drop than the Southwest Gorge. 23. Hawaii also contains the most active volcano in the world. The Aloha State is also home to Kilauea, the planet's most active volcano, which has been constantly erupting since 1983 and has recorded 61 eruptions in its current cycle, based on the U.S. Geological Survey. 24. There used to be two moons. According to the model, our existing moon and its far side were once collided by a partner moon. 25. Earth's age. The Earth is 4.54 billion years old. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe for more.